This morning on Daybreak, we tell you of a local school district following in steps of others by approving a multi-million-dollar bond plan.
And find out about an event that continues today in downtown Springfield designed to help bring job resources to people who can't travel to those services.
Plus, the Springfield Cardinals office has some concern with the sudden increase in nearby parking prices that could hurt ticket sales. We'll explain about that and more coming up on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Wednesday, April 10th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. Of course, the Springfield Cardinals start up tomorrow at home.
Yep.
Right? So,
yeah, they do.
Yeah, we'll explain about that a little bit. Some people might have to pay a little more than expected to try and park and get to those games.
Or get your steps in, one or the other. I think those are the options we're looking at.
Might be the options right there. And it's not been bad to go hang outside and go for a walk or run the last few days either, right?
No, but I think Elise is going to tell us we're going to have a little bit of a rude awakening. Not too bad, but we've been spoiled.
Yeah, we've had the warm temperatures without the gusty winds. This time of year, to get those temperatures warm, usually we need a gusty south wind. Today, winds are going to pick up.
All right, so we'll really notice that. What about how as we start out this morning?
Not too bad yet as far as the winds go, but the wind advisory does take effect for some of our western counties at 10 o'clock this morning, and it goes until 10 o'clock this evening. It's in effect for that last row of counties from Nevada to Joplin and northwest Arkansas. It's still going to be gusty, though, in Springfield. Again, remember, be careful driving on the highways, especially next to trucks. Tie down or take in any of those loose objects. This morning, we're starting out with clear skies. It's 61 degrees this morning. Our average daytime high is 65. So incredibly warm start across the Ozarks. 64 in Branson, 63 in Harrison, and 60 in Fort Leonard Wood. And sometimes when we see these morning lows so warm, it's because we're humid, but we're not. We've got these dew points very dry. We're way down here on that muggy meter, and that's why as these winds pick up today, we'll have a fire danger. Again, winds not terrible this morning, sustained about 10 miles per hour, but they'll pick up here as we head through the afternoon. So windy conditions on the roads. Be careful, especially on highways that run east to west and next to trucks. We're looking at a high of 84 degrees today, windy and warm. We're tracking a very strong front that will tumble those temperatures. Details in 10 minutes.
We have some education coverage to bring you. After 2 school districts in the area voted to approve school bonds last week, the Ozark School District is following suit. The school board has voted to approve a $57 million long-range bond plan that would fund expansion and remodel existing schools. The plan for the growing school district focuses on repairs, renovations, and redistribution of schools as students between schools. The district will look at relocating an existing space to serve early childhood education, but Superintendent Chris Baumann says the plan caters to all grades.
But in this particular case, under this plan, every child from pre-K to 12 would be impacted by this flow. Our vision for all of this is to really have our kids be future ready, to be able to prepare them for whatever careers might be down the road. And we want to be able to create facilities that allow that to occur.
A vote could come as soon as April of 2020, and the superintendent says if approved, the first phase could take around 5 years.
And in Springfield, the school board held its first meeting since the Prop S bond issue was passed. New board members were sworn in as the group discussed new items for consideration to be represented, while notably hearing from some Springfield resident who voiced concerns still against Prop S.
Happening in Springfield this morning, the Missouri Job Center is hosting a one-stop pop-up on Park Central Square.
And Zettel gives us some insight on what's being offered there today in case you want to stop by.
Well, good morning, Lauren and Joe. Starting at 9 this morning, the Job Center will help folks search for jobs. The pop-up will be located outside of the Springfield Greene County Library branch on the square until 3 p.m. today. This event provides the resources of the Job Center to those who may not be able to travel to their other locations. The pop-up will include regular Job Center services like resume writing, job searches, and skills assessments or info on job skills classes. Missouri Job Center spokesperson Catherine Trombetta explains Job Center employees will customize assistance to any applicant in many different circumstances.
We can also help if there are any barriers to employment that you have, such as transportation, child care. We can also get you plugged into those types of resources as well.
Just coming out of prison like 2 years ago, different job opportunities, different classes they can help us go through as far as finding different work. So yeah, it's a big help to us. It means something to me, you know.
As you saw, that last man, Jeff, was talking to me about how it's kind of been rough ever since he got out of prison to find a job, and the folks at the job center are helping him find those kinds of jobs.
Okay, good deal, Hannah. That runs until 3 this afternoon. Thank you for that. We have a follow-up story to bring you now that caused, it was an incident last night that caused a police presence in both East and West Springfield yesterday. It began on West Division when police responded to a call at a Dollar General. An officer approached a man in a stolen Dodge Caravan, but the car drove off, dragging the officer. A different SPD officer also fired shots at the vehicle as it drove away. One of the bullets hit the driver. He suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The driver left his vehicle near Jefferson and Calhoun and ran away. After a short chase, officers caught the man. He was put in an ambulance and taken to Cox South. No officers were hurt.
Some more local news for you. During this new season, Springfield Cardinals fans could have a hard time finding parking. Fees for the parking lot across from Hammonds Field and the garage across from Jordan Valley Park have increased to $20 on game days. Dan Ryder with the Cardinals says his staff didn't find out about this until late March and is worried this might impact ticket sales.
It's the unfortunate situation where, when the Cardinals don't own, manage, or lease any of the lots, it really is up to the discretion of the individual lot owners if they're going to charge and how much.
Alternatives the club is recommending so far is to use rideshare apps, but there's also businesses downtown who reached out to the Cardinals thinking maybe they can help share some spaces during game days, but Dan Ryder says they're still working out those details. We reached out to the owners of those parking lots, but still have yet to hear back.
In your medical coverage now, a new partnership between health providers will increase care options for people across the Ozarks. Burrell Behavioral Health and the Fordland Clinic have signed a letter of intent that will allow them to partner and broaden care options. Primary care services will be added to Burrell's main center in Springfield. Fordland's clinic will expand behavioral health services at clinics in Webster and Stone counties, and the two nonprofits hope to reach a full agreement in early summer.
If you're looking for a job, Burrell Behavioral Health will also be holding a hiring event tomorrow. This will happen at the Missouri Career Center's main location on East Sunshine, going from 11 in the morning till 3. Burrell will be trying to fill behavioral support positions, so please address appropriately and bring your resume. Still ahead on Daybreak, the president set to sign 2 executive orders today to help out the state of Texas.
Plus, Uber is working with local stores to try and beat the online shopping craze. We'll explain that in your Money Watch.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Alisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.